in my mind, it's bringing me back to the Yoga Sutra. The notion of viveka is discernment, and being able to contextualize is really crucial. I think that one of the problems with kind of and morals and ethics being taught is, again, they might be taught in a really dry way. The big problem is that someone might say you have to be kind, you have to be this, and then not act that way. And that's what kills it. And, the young people lose respect for that, and what they learn is what you do and not what you say, basically. And I think if we can convey that, ethical principles are not fixed, and every situation brings something different, and we need to struggle with it. So learning that's the kind of discernment. So teaching in a way that brings that up, that we might be looking at a social situation, and in fact that's what I was doing earlier today. What would you do if, why would somebody, well, that's what we were looking at today, why would somebody share this on social media? And what's the motivation? What are the power issues, and what might happen? And we're getting different perspectives. It's okay, it's not okay, or it depends. Well, let's work that through. Why? And let's think about it. Because being able to take those different perspectives obviously is what helps us with ethics. But it does change, and it does depend on your vantage point. And we have to be able to accommodate different perspectives. We have to be able to recognize that people will have different opinions, and it's okay, and we can still be inclusive. So I think that being able to model that is really important. But so from my point of view, when I talk about ethics, and I would teach my students about what's your ethic, what are your values here. It's not about preaching it to the other kids, but it's about being really clear about, you mentioned boundaries, I need to be clear about what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. What often happens in schools is, they'll have, okay, here's the code, and everybody should follow the code. And then somebody doesn't follow the code, and they either come down really hard, or they let it go, and then they go chop. But there was no opportunity to teach. I think, I can be quite tough like that, actually, when I'm with students who are acting out, and I say, okay, and I'm very nice, this is what it is, this is respect, this is what we're talking about. But then, having set that up, if someone gets aggressive and is about to harm someone else, I'm not having that here. I think we probably need a little bit more of that. And why aren't we? And I'm not sort of, I'm not saying that's it, you're a bad person. I'm saying, no, that behavior does not belong here, and I won't stand for it. So, but if you want to, work with me on that, let's work on that. And when we can, and I think we need to, that's what I think of as ethics in those kind of situations. And that's where kids learn respect as well, from the modeling of being respectful and nice and polite and kind to them, but also drawing the line when the line needs to be drawn in a way that does not shame them as individuals or pick on certain ones, but it's just showing, these are the parameters.